Okay, today our peak pose is going to be tree pose, but it's going to be a fallen tree or tree in a side plank. So balancing pose, core activating pose, hip opening pose, all of those things. So we will prepare, as always, moving mindfully through other shapes so that you feel strong going into this. So to start, we will bring the soles of the feet together. And you can sit up on a block if that's more comfortable for you. Sometimes it helps to feel gravity helping a little bit more to bring the knees to the earth, toward the earth. Or your dog might like to use your knee as a scratching device. To start, instead of a Dharma talk, I'm going to go through an alternate nostril breathing exercise. Thumb and pinky out, and you gently, we're going to place the thumb on the outside the right nostril. Thank you, Rex. And the pinky is going to be able to go outside the left nostril. So we're going to breathe in, plugging up the right nostril with the thumb, and then hold the breath at the top to switch the hands. So now we're plugging up the left nostril as we breathe out. Keep the position there as you breathe in. And we're inhaling through the right side of the nose. Hold at the top, switch the hands. Exhale through the left nostril. So you're going inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So that way you get, you're alternating which nostril you're breathing in and out of. And this is helpful in balancing the body. You might notice that you have more blockage in one nostril than another. It might sound differently breathing in one nostril than the other. The idea is twofold. With pranayama, we're connecting with our life force, our breath, and we're also practicing control over it. A lot of times when we experience anxiety, one of the reasons why controlling our breath is helpful, doing a breathing exercise is helpful, is because we are reminding our nervous system that we have the power to control it. We might not as easily be able to control our heartbeat or the fact that we're sweating or other crisis responses, but we can control our breath. So this is a way where sometimes just slowly breathing or breathe deeply or calm down are not helpful messages to tell ourselves, but this is a very active exercise. It takes concentration. So sometimes when we're anxious, that's helpful to give our brain something else to focus on, a task. Because if you're thinking about what nostril and what finger and whatnot, you are not thinking about what's making you anxious. So I'm going to go with 4 as the number. So inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Switch. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Alrighty, here we go. So first we're plugging up the right nostril. So inhaling through the left nostril. Inhale for 1. Switch. Exhale. Stay. Inhale. 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 Exhale. Release. And just let yourself breathe normally and naturally, noticing what that feels like. All right, so keeping that awareness of what it felt like to only allow energy, the breath, through one side of the body at a time. Just keeping that in mind as we move through our flow today. So sorry, Rex, but you're going to have to move. Standing at the top of the mat in mountain pose. So really roll the shoulders up and back. Let the palms spread open. Feel all 10 toes on the ground. Feel your weight evenly distributed in both feet. And then just take some time trying to shift the weight onto one foot without moving too much. So just shifting your weight into the right foot so that you could pick up this left foot and then shift over to the left. And just noticing what that feels like. So maybe try picking up your feet and then try swaying, shifting the weight without it. And then try really just moving as little as possible, but just being aware that all your weight is only in one foot. And then come back to both feet evenly. Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, arm sweep overhead, make finger guns. Reaching up gently back. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Right leg back, left leg muted, plank pose. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it between the hands. Look forward. Inhale, left foot meets the right. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, scoop the arms overhead. Exhale, let it go for Tadasana. Inhale, arm sweep overhead. Exhale, bend. And fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Weight into the hands, set the left leg back. Right leg meets it, plank pose. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it between the hands. Look forward. Inhale, right foot meets the left, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms sweep overhead. And exhale, Tadasana. Weight evenly distributed in both feet. From here, we're going to bring our weight into the left foot as we bring our right leg into tree pose. So that could be a block on whatever level here. It could be the calf or above the knee. Pressing, just not on the knee, pressing the left thigh into the sole of the right foot as the right foot presses in to the thigh. So that resistance helping to stabilize you. Also pressing the palms together, that helping to stabilize you. Rooting through the left foot to allow your spine to lengthen and the energy to rise out through the crown of the head. Engaging the abdominals, finding your drishti or spot or point of focus in front of you. Maybe you lift it, lift gaze and arms upwards, spiraling the pinkies in towards one another. Maybe you close your eyes to see how that, making sure the shoulders are not drifting up towards the ears. Come out of it, we will change feet. So step the right foot down, cross the left leg over the right, single wrap or double wrap, left arm under the right. Equal arms, pressing the shoulders and feet, hands away from the face as you fold forward. Still spreading the toes of the right foot. And as you unwind, step the left leg back for your low lunge. Right leg meets it, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Step or hop to the front of the mat. Halfway lift. Fold. Inhale, arms sweep overhead. Ooh. And exhale to Tadasana, letting your weight shift into your right foot as you lift the left leg and open the hip. Pressing the right thigh into the sole of the left foot and vice versa. Pressing the palms together, finding your drishti, rooting to rise. Maybe lifting the gaze, maybe closing the eyes. Come out of it, step the left foot down, right thigh across the left, single or double wrap, right arm under left, pressing the elbows working to be in line with the chin, but pressing the hands and elbows away from the face as you fold forward. You can unwind here. You can step the right foot back to a low lunge. Left leg meets it. Downward facing dog. Inhale, forward plank. Exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Walk, step or hop to the front of the mat. Halfway lift, unfold. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. And exhale, Tadasana. So now we're going to bring it to the floor. So inhale, sweep the arms overhead, and exhale, dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step or hop back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. All right, from here, we're going to inhale forward. Plank pose. Just extend the right leg back. One long line, really engage the core. Lift the right toe. Press it down. Lift the left. A few more times. And exhale back. Yep. Downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward, plank pose. Going to come onto side plank. So outer edges, keep your feet staggered. And watch we're not sagging or sinking. Keep the ribs away from the mat as you let your gaze follow over your right hand, which should be perpendicular to your mat, not too far behind. Big inhale, exhale, inhale, other side. Again, watch we're not sinking, lifting the ribs away from the mat. Outer edge of the right foot, inner edge of the left foot, they're staggered. Big inhale, switch. A little faster. From here, exhale back, downward facing dog. Either child's pose or move through a vinyasa. All right. From here, we're going to let our knees come to the mat, the tabletop. And we're going to do bird dog. So extend the right leg back, left arm forward. Out in space, back to the center, switch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, expand. Inhale back and switch. Feeling here. Stability through the core. So belly button draws into spine. All right. Back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg. Inhale, shifting forward, plank. Exhale it back. Inhale forward. Replace the foot. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Let the foot come down. Child's pose. All right, from here we're going to come into forearm plank. So forearms are hip width, shoulder width apart. And come into that same side plank. Switch. And back to child's pose. All right. Now we're going to come into a true side plank. So from the plank pose, we're going to bring the left foot so that it's in the center of the mat, in between the hands. Left palm into the center of the mat. So the left hand and foot are in the center of your mat. You're going to stack the right foot on top of the left. Breathing here. On the next exhale, coming back to center. So centering your right foot, outer edge of the right foot. I just like to draw my hand through towards center first. Again, noticing if one side feels easier. And exhale, coming back to center and back to child's pose. From here, let's stretch our wrists out a little bit. You can place the outside of your hands on the mat to stretch the wrist. You can also place the fingertips toward your knees. Stretch down like this. Good. Okay, so now I'm going to show a modified version of the fallen tree. It's easier, I think, if I show the full expression of the pose. Side plank, fallen tree. I'm going to go calf for this because that feels easier. We don't want it to be right on our knee. So calf or above the knee. Okay, that's the full expression of the pose on that side. So to modify, you want to have a block available here. That way you can experience the hip opening and the side plank at the same time. Another way to modify it is to be on your side. So now your left forearm will be parallel with the top edge of the mat. Legs straight, one long line. So that's like a modified side plank shape. You're going to bring your right foot into the tree position. Again, making sure we're not sinking into that left shoulder, pressing into the mat to lift up and away. It's still hard to balance on your left hip here. If that's painful, you can put a block or a blanket as well. But we're trying not to twist here. Trying to keep that side plank shape and open the hip. Taking at least 3 rounds of breath in your variation of fallen triangle. And then moving through a vinyasa or just taking a break in child's pose. All right, well, inhale forward into plank, coming into your side plank. Right hand and foot into the center. And then taking retreat variation. Still want the sensation of pressing the thigh into foot, foot into thigh. And pressing out of this, out of the right shoulder. I'm gonna go to calf. Okay, so the modifications on the right. So you can use your calf or you can place a block. My body is asymmetrical. That's scoliosis. Okay, so there's that one. Or we have our forearm parallel with the mat. One long line here. And then our tree. Also have the option, block or blanket or towel. Again, calf above the knee, not right on the knee, although it's not as, just don't do it. Not as serious. So, at least 3 full rounds of breath. Then coming back to center, back to child's pose. And or moving through a vinyasa. I'm going to come back to standing. So inhale, lift the heels, exhale, then the knees look forward. Step, hop to the front of the mat. Halfway lift, exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, Tadasana. How are you feeling? Clasping the hands behind you this time with your little finger guns. Stretching the shoulders in a different way. Ooh, my sternum cracked. Good. Release the hands. Maybe make some circles with your arms. Circles with the wrists. And then we'll bring it on down to the ground to close it out. Inhale, sweep arms overhead. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Step, hop, or jump to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And welcome to come into pigeon. My last video, we talked a lot about that. So inhale, right leg lift. Exhale. Bring the shin forward. Option to fold. Any length in the spine before folding. Then from here, stay on the floor. So your right leg is forward. You're going to turn toward your left shoulder so that you're facing the long edge of the mat, reaching the right arm up and over, pressing into the left palm, or you can reach for your toe, use a strap. You can also grip your right calf, just taking a side bend stretch. Inhaling up, option for Janu Shirshasana, so turning doesn't really work for me anymore. Would be twisting. But the idea is you turn so that your belly button faces your knee and fold that way. I'm just going to go right here, reaching forward. Good. From here, stargazer, so pressing the right palm into the mat and lifting. Feeling that stretch here, noticing how this is similar yet different from your fallen tree. And return. Good. We're going to do altar pose, so a reverse tabletop. Good. And from here, pigeon on with the left shin front. So you have the option, you can come all the way through and do a vinyasa and go from downward facing dog, or you can go right into it, left shin forward, right leg back, working and get that shin parallel to the front of the mat, but it's okay if that's not accessible. And what you need today is this modified version, that is fine. On an inhale, coming up, turning towards your right shoulder so that your left leg is bent, right leg is straight, reaching the left arm up and over. So you can press your right palm into the mat, grab your left calf, or reach for your big toe, whatever feels right for this side. Trying to open the chest. And then option to for Janu Shirshasana, or just whatever this is that I did and I'm doing instead. Big breath in, and then pressing the left palm into the mat for stargazer. Big breath in. Exhale, coming down, coming into altar pose. And then from here, coming into Shavasana. But as we let the heart rate come down, I invite you to bring your awareness back to your breath. Noticing how you feel in your body. You still have a left and a right side. Do they feel more in balance? Can you feel your energy moving through both channels, both sides of the body? When you're ready, wiggling the fingers and toes, moving the head side to side, rolling over onto one side, coming up and back into the comfortable seat. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, hands to prayer at heart center. Thank you for joining me today. Rubbing the third eye. Light within me sees and honors the light within you. Namaste.